we're putting down this 3/4 inch dry core with, as you see, it's got a rubber bottom that raises it off on the concrete, so airflow can flow through it. Kind of got a couple purposes. One, to make it, it's a softer surface when you're walking on it. For two, if water ever does come in the basement, it'll be underneath. It won't touch your hardwood or your carpet or any of that, and it'll be able to dry out from underneath because of the airflow. In a basement, all we can do is either the laminate, the click together, the glue down. This, we could put an actual hardwood product on there, so it has the same feel as your upstairs. Or you could match the existing hardwood throughout the house.
For me, it changes to how it feels. It feels like a regular floor versus being in a basement, So.
And with concrete, there's always low spots and high spots. So as Gary goes through, he's shimming it or screwing it down. He's leveling it as he goes, stringing a line across it to make sure it's nice and flat, so that the next process is that much easier. When we put the hardwood, there's not dips and valleys, and it feels nice and solid when you're walking on it.
How's it go down, Gary? Good?
Make sure it's nice and straight, and no matter what's sitting on top of it, carpet, hardwood, tile, makes it nice.
Can also withstand pool table, piano, any heavy, whatever piece of equipment you're going to put down here, gym equipment, you said.
Which is what we're doing. This will be a pool table area, and that's going to be an arcade area. So they're doing old-fashioned arcade games, so it's a perfect situation.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
I'm thinking Space Invaders, Pong.
Asteroids. We're dating ourselves.
Asteroids.
We're dating ourselves, Gary.
Yeah, you guys are old. Asteroids. This guy throws out Donkey Kong. We have exterior concrete walls. So we frame, just like we'd frame interior walls in a house, we keep it off of the concrete half an inch or so to allow air, again, with the airflow. We'll insulate these walls, which will just improve the R value of the concrete. We'll also insulate the ceiling so that the two areas will be separate, kind of some soundproofing. We have to build, because we're in a basement, we have pipes running throughout, so we have to build soffits as necessary, and we try to do our best to make them fit the space. So we'll make, we got a soffit over here. A lot of times we'll make a soffit around the rest of it, so it looks like we intentionally did it, that we weren't just trying to hide an HVAC duct.
Asteroids was the
Donkey
game.
Kong was way after your time.
Gary, me and Gary were Atari.
Yeah,
right?
You guys were Atari.
We were Atari.
You guys missed Pong?
No, we were Pong.
You were Pong?
Kaboom for Atari was my favorite.
The football. Remember the football for Atari?
You guys played the football.
Then I had the
you guys
Commodore
played the football
64
the
with
thing
Larry
that shook?
Bird, Dr. J. Do you remember that? Remember the Commodore 64, the computer?
No. The Commodore 64?
It was like it was literally like this tiny little computer, but you had the greatest the game on it was Dr. J stick figures versus Larry Bird. So we're describing what an actual soffit is. It's just the ability for us to frame out pipes, anything that you don't want to see. So when we refer to it as a soffit, that's what we're saying. It's just a way to hide all the piping and all the stuff that you can't put up into the floor. And we always, in the basement, you have a ton of it. You have electrical, you have you have drains, you have water, you have they have hot water heat. You got all the pipes for that.
We have a lot of shutoffs and stuff, and so a lot of times in basements you'll do the drop ceilings or the acoustical ceilings. That you move those panels and you get to all those necessary parts that you might have to shut down, like your water and that. But here we're going to have drywall, so what we're going to do is where we need to, we'll put access panels in.
Other things that we have to always hide is like central vac. We have to cover those things up. And when we're talking about access panels, we're talking about something with a junction box or a hose bib for a shutoff for the faucet for the outsides. We always have to have access to those. So Matt was saying we'll cut those access panels in so they're easily accessible, but still don't take away from the ceiling, because a lot of people feel like the drywall ceilings, it just feels like more of a home. When you do the suspended ceiling, it feels more of like an office building. So people prefer the drywall ceilings. And we do too. It looks better.
And you gain that much more height. Acoustical ceiling has to drop down about 4 inches. In basements already are Oh man.
Typically low, 7'6"
Typically low.
to 8 feet. This one's more than a standard height, so it works out. But so you try to keep everything as high as you can, so it doesn't feel like a basement. And they could break the backboards. It was great. One-on-one. That's all you played.
Yeah.
It was my
With
favorite
stick
game.
figures.
Stick figures. But
Were the
they
characters
giant
colored?
heads. I don't know if they were.
Were they
colored.
green? 2 green guys?
No, I think they were white and black, and then he had green. Huh?
Different shades of green, lighter and darker.
You don't remember that one, Gary? Larry Bird, Dr. J?
Yeah.
It was great. You could break the backboard. Oh,
Yeah. No, mine was Oregon Trail.
Oh god.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was on
You got to shoot. You got to hunt and shoot the buffalo and stuff, and then you were trying to get across the country. It was like the frontier.
Oh, wow. That
That's
sounds amazing.
Your old family would die of like influenza.
I'll take the hoop.
Oh yeah, I do
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So, obviously, we have the old basement stairs here. We're gonna be ripping these out and putting a nice finished set of stairs in. And because of that, we have to now follow the existing code where we need the proper height on that from tread to the header. So to make this work, we had to build a landing at the bottom of the stairs and kick the stairs back so that we meet all the proper code requirements.
And treads are the horizontal piece of a stair, and the riser is the vertical when he refers to a tread. And you have to, when you were saying head height, right, you have to take it from here up.
Yep, from the nose of the stair straight up, you have to have a minimum of 6'8". So what we did is we kicked the stairs back, and now our landing drops down another 8 inches, so we have plenty of headroom on that last step to meet code.
And then these stairs will have an open railing.
Yep, open railing. We're gonna have an oak tread. If a clear oak tread, it will just be polyurethane, and we'll have a white poplar riser, and we'll have white square balusters, which is really popular today, and we'll have a oak handrail, which you typically see in most homes.
And it'll really finish it off like it's not a basement. It's going to feel like a regular room, part of the house.
Yep.
And I think that's what we try to achieve when we build these basements out. We want them to be actual spaces that don't feel like basements.
I think you told me that story before.
I repeat my stories.
A few times.
Pretty good. You gotta repeat.
Hey, for God's sakes.
You're a 6 and 7/8?
Yeah.
Where do you get your hats?
Snapback.
Jesus.
No, we have a
I've had
snapback
few-
for him.
I've had a few when they really.
They're not.
became-
Those aren't fitted. Those are just.
That's a fitted one.
No, they're flex fit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a,
flex
oh,
fit.
flex
yeah,
fit.
Not, yeah.
Flex fit. They're different.
The 5950
different?
makes the fitted that has like 6 and 7/8, 7 1/4 sevens and all.
Yeah.
that,
I like the flex fits better. So when my head grows,
Swells.
especially from being famous. Fit right in there. Someone said to me, I was like, yeah, I'm so uncomfortable when I do these things. And the girl in hockey was like, you don't seem it. Like, seems like I really like it. I'm like, no, I'm trying not to.
Well, you're
like
so
it.
good at it.
Yeah. I'm a natural, Jeff.
You couldn't sleep last night.